Welcome back. This is a very close contest. This is the first semi-final of Champions of the World, our intercollegiate quiz show. Questions only on cricket, and I'm delighted to see lots of cricket lovers who know their facts as well. But to search for a winner, we've now got to go into the last round. These are the slogovers. Slogovers, each team is guaranteed at least 3 questions direct. Doubles, 4s and 6s. Carryover questions get singles, 2s and 4s. So, NSIT Delhi, the winner needs to score as many runs as possible, so you can actually deny them that, and who knows what can happen thereafter. Here's your first question from doubles. Which cricketer played 58 test matches and took 242 wickets, but ended up scoring only 167 runs? The lowest among all bowlers with over 200 wickets in the history of cricket. B.S. Chandrasekhar, absolutely one of my childhood heroes as well. 242 wickets and 167 runs. Jadavpur, 2 will bring you level with NIT Trichy. I know they'll have a question in hand, but it feels good. Here we go. On which Caribbean island was the great Sir Garfield Sobers born?
Barbados.
Why were you not sure? Not sure?
Yeah.
Of course it was Barbados. So you picked up your 2 runs. Now NIT Trichy, they've drawn level. You've got to hit your double. Here we go. Listen carefully. Who was the Australian captain at the time they won the series and ended up beating India on its home soil for the first time in 35 years?
Is it Ricky Ponting?
Question passes, NSIT.
Adam
It was Adam Gilchrist, because Ricky Ponting missed games in between. Gilchrist was stand-in captain at the point at which the series was won. So NIT Trichy have missed their an additional run to NSIT Delhi. We've now got 2 teams level. This is starting to look really exciting. Now, NSIT Delhi, you're looking good here. Let's see if you can hit your boundary. Longish question, but I have no doubt you'll get it. Which cricketer who went on to play Test cricket for India captained St. Xavier's High School against Shardashram Vidya Mandir in February 1988, when Sachin Tendulkar and Vinod Kamble shared their record-breaking partnership in the Harris Shield? NSIT New Delhi.
Sairaj Bahutale.
Yes, it was in fact Sairaj Bahutale was at the other end, and it's a great story. Went on to play Test match cricket and is a very fine cricketer indeed. NSIT New Delhi, you got a boundary as well. Now, Jadavpur, if you can hit this, you're going to start putting a bit of pressure here on NIT Trichy. It's getting to be really close. Here we go. Nicknamed Tiny, this 5'4" medium pacer took 74 wickets in 28 test matches for India and later went on to become chairman of selectors. Who are we talking about?
Ramakant Desai.
I'm so happy you got that right. Ramakant Desai, the boundary. Pretty simple question, really. Now, NIT, here we go. Which former national director of the Volleyball Federation in Australia was nicknamed Professor von Stein? V-O-N-S-L-I-C-K-S-T-E-I-N. If you don't know the answer, try and deduce it.
Is it John Buchanan?
Why did you arrive at John Buchanan? I'd love to know your thought process.
I mean, he looks like a professor with those glasses.
So do you think your partner looks like a professor, and do I look like a professor?
No, just a perception.
And your perception was spot on. The answer was, in fact, John Buchanan. That's a good thing about quizzes sometimes. If you don't know the answer, you deduce it. And now it means we're going into our last round with 2 teams level. Can't get closer than this in slogovers, can it? Now, NSIT New Delhi, here we go. The Tamil Nadu versus Goa Ranji Trophy match in 1988-89 saw a unique distinction being achieved in a first-class match. What?
Most number of centuries scored in the match.
Question passes. Let's see anyone going for NIT Trichy.
First time past 900. Tamil Nadu scored for the first time 900 plus score in Ranji Trophy history.
No. Jadavpur, you want to go for it?
It was the highest Ranji Trophy score.
Not the answer I was looking for. The answer I was looking for, something very unusual happened. Urkeri Raman made 313. Arjun Kripal Singh made 302 not out. There were 2 triple centurions in 1 innings. That was the answer I was looking for. So now, Jadavpur, Kolkata. This is a list that I'm going to give you in reverse order. This is numbers 5 to 2. You need to give me number 1 on that list. 5-2. You need to give me number 1 on that list. Sean Pollock, 51. Heat Streak, 56. Jason Gillespie, 71. Chaminda Vas, 97. Where does this list end? Who is number 1 on that list? Jadavpur, Kolkata.
Mutaya Muralidharan.
Question passes. NSIT went first.
Anil Kumble.
Anil Kumble, why?
Maximum number of test matches taken to score first century.
Maximum test before the first century. Well done, NSIT New Delhi. Anil Kumble, 118, the maximum number of tests before a maiden 100. Right. One question, one possible winner, otherwise a playoff. NIT Trichy, if you get this, you win this contest. It doesn't guarantee your place in the national final, but it guarantees your place in the playoff to go into the national final at the very least. And if you answer this, Jadavpur will be sweating over the next 3 semi-finals. However, if you don't know this answer and Jadavpur give it, you know everything changes. I'm being a bit cruel, right, by saying all that.
All possibilities.
Okay, here we go. He first played as a 19-year-old in 1992-93 in 4 one-day internationals. He returned for his country's one-day games against a World 11, which replaced the scheduled matches against Sri Lanka, who had returned after the tsunami disaster. Who are we talking about?
Hassan Raza.
Jadavpur.
Bandara.
Malinga Bandara is what? No! NSIT New Delhi.
Andreas Cummins.
Not Anderson Cummins. Now, if I'd given you one more clue, everybody would have got it. The reason he didn't play in between was he was playing rugby for the All Blacks.
Jeff Wilson.
And the answer was Jeff Wilson, because he was playing rugby for the All Blacks in the interim. So here we are in this first semi-final at the champions of the world. We've got a tie for the top position. Let's take a look at the scores. Sahil Kalra and PKB Kishan from NSIT New Delhi. You gave some really good answers, but sadly third place today with 25. That's a pretty good score, actually. Now, the first of our 2 joint winners, Sri Krishna Sriram and R. Sridhar Rao from NIT Trichy on 40. What a fine team. As indeed, the other team that's tied for first spot, Robin Day and Sharbajit Mitra from Jadavpur University. Now, what that means is we need to identify a winner, because a winner today is guaranteed a place, at least in the playoffs, for a place in the final. The team that comes second today has a very good chance, because we look at the difference between the winner and the loser for the last qualifying spot. So, both of you have got a very good chance, but we need to identify a winner. Okay? The way this is going to work is I've got tiebreaker questions for you. The team that hits the buzzer first gets to answer the question. The moment you hit the buzzer, I stop asking the question. If you hit the buzzer midway through. However, having hit the buzzer, if the answer is wrong, the other team automatically qualifies. So the moment a buzzer is hit, the contest effectively is over. Okay? Here is the first tiebreaker question. You can hit the buzzer at any point here, but the question will stop there. Craig McDermott would have been the first to hold this distinction. Jadavpur University.
Sachin
Kolkata.
Tendulkar, Yorkshire first foreign player. Craig McDermott was supposed to be Yorkshire's first.
What is the answer? Because you don't know the
Sachin
question.
Tendulkar was the first Yorkshire foreign player, but he replaced Craig
Craig
McDermott.
McDermott was the original choice.
Originally, they wanted Craig McDermott.
So your answer is?
First foreign player for Yorkshire. Sachin Tendulkar, was in...
Okay, the question was, Craig McDermott would have been the first to hold this distinction in 1992, but had to withdraw because of injury. Who took his place and for what? Their answer was first overseas player to appear for Yorkshire, which is the answer to what, and Sachin Tendulkar, which is the answer for who, and therefore I must give it to Jadavpur University, who qualified in that tiebreaker, but your score remains on 40. So at the end of this quiz, Jadavpur have qualified on the tiebreaker with 40, NIT Trichy in second place with 40. It was all quite exciting, isn't it? Right, but the winner also gets gift vouchers from Louis Philippe, so there's an additional little bonus for winning. I've got a little presentation to make. Okay, here we are then, NSIT New Delhi. Well done today. I really meant every word of what I said. I thought you were really good. Now you've got to wait to see what happens in the other semi-final, but seriously good. Well done. Robin and Sharbajit, excellent performance today. You held your cool in that last answer. Very well done. For a start, you've got yourself a gift voucher of 5,000 rupees from Louis Philippe. Well done. And the Jadavpur University have also guaranteed themselves a place at least in the playoff. If you discover that 40 puts them among the top 2 highest scoring winners, then they probably will get a place in the final directly. Lots to look forward to, therefore, in the 3 semi-finals to follow. Do keep joining us for Champions of the World.